All right.
So,
would you like to start, Rick, with your number 5?
Sure.
You have 5?
I'll
What do you have?
Start with my list and my number 5 movie.
Are we doing honorables?
Yes.
And if we are, is that coming at the end, or do you want to?
At the end.
Okay.
Yeah. My number 5 movie is Atomic Blonde.
Oh, god damn it! I want to see
Charlize
that movie.
Theron.
That was the other thing. Sorry, I'm not trying to take over. That was the other thing that happened to me too. No, no. As I was going over what all came out, I was reminded of all the shit that I didn't see that I kind of wanted to see.
Right.
So,
okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
With that being said, too, I want to add a little something else to my list.
Okay.
To that, what I did. Sequels.
Okay.
Off my list.
Oh, really? You didn't do sequels this year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I liked it, I liked it. Yes. I mean, you know.
Meaning you disqualified.
I
them for being in
disqualified the
top 5.
sequels.
Wow.
Because for the most part,
that's fucking new. That's
isn't
different.
it?
I like
Yeah.
that.
I disqualified.
Oh man, maybe I should do that with my video games list.
It kind of burns me a little bit too because I really like the Golden Circle, and I really like John Wick 2. But like, you know what? Everybody knows I like those franchises. So like, you know, fuck it, burn it. I'll burn it.
Yeah, but don't
throwing a fucking twist in there.
I mean, it's a good twist.
Plus I reviewed them already on the show.
Best new IP.
Well, ideally, you reviewed all the movies that you saw for the most part. But if something is truly in your top 5, I don't think you should eliminate it.
No, I would put it in there if it was really like my number 1 or number 2 or number 3.
I also know you saw double the movies I did, so that's probably easy for you to do.
So yeah,
that's cool. All right, I like it.
Little
I'm glad you announced that, because if there was things missing from that list, I'd be like, come on, Rick, don't fucking lie to me. But I know why now. Okay.
And I do have a top 10 list, but I'm doing 5.
Okay.
So, yeah, Atomic Blonde was a fucking great movie. Mm-hmm. You know, people compare it to John Wick because it's kind of in that same style. I would take it a little bit more different, as in, you know, the movie was centered around the 80s and it was the Cold War. Mm-hmm. So she was playing a double agent, you know, and she was doing all these, like, it was just a fantastic action movie.
That's what Andy's doing to me right now while watching. Sorry.
It was a really good action movie. In the sense of John Wick, or like,
I mentioned this when you guys talked about
it.
this. I love that genre of movie is back, because when I saw Shoot 'Em Up about 10 years ago when that came out, or maybe it was even longer than that. God damn, the movie's all down. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I want this genre of movie to come back, please.
I remember you loved that movie, like after you watched it, Atomic Blonde.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's your number 5. But
I loved it because like there's a complete one take in that movie, just like I think John Wick had a one or two, but
the hallway
that
scene
aside,
with Daredevil that everybody's talking about.
Probably about that. But this one take lasted for like a good, I want to say 5 minutes, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And she trained her ass off for this.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the ads centered around that video were like, hey, look at Charlize Theron training to do all her own stunts. I'm like, this is fucking cool. I want to see. And I have a newfound love and respect for Charlize Theron recently, so.
Oh, yeah, what brought that on again?
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
That's not recently. That's been a while now.
Well, 2 years. About 2, maybe 3. Yeah, because then right after I saw that, right after I saw that, I saw Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah. That's right.
She's great in that. But okay.
So Million Ways to Die in the West was the primer.
Yeah, it really, which is stupid. So thought process that goes on in my head, people.
It's a great movie.
Cool.
And like just like everyone on the internet said, they would love to see John Wick Atomic Blonde crossover. That would be so awesome. But it's 2 different time periods.
Yeah.
So it would never work.
But is there actually smoke to that fire, or is that just people talking out of
people
the box?
just talking
because of the style and all that?
Yeah. People kind of wishing it. I'm sure there's
wish casting
fanfic for that. But that's my number 5. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think you would enjoy it too.
I'm sure I would.
So
I'd hate it.
You'd hate it. Yeah, you wouldn't like it.
Just wondering. Okay, so I didn't have so many to choose from, so I didn't eliminate sequels, and my number 5 is John Wick 2.
Oh, nice.
See, that was my number 5 too, but then I cut it.
Okay. Well, anyways, wouldn't it be funny if our lists were like identical except you cut all the sequels?
That would be funny.
That'd be really funny. Yeah, like there's not. I'm not gonna say a shit ton about it because I think we talked about that movie a ton when we did review it. But yeah, John Wick is just.
Hey,
that,
Rick. Card.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Here's to our review. It's funny, like that was one of the. It was the second. It's funny that I remember this, but it's just because I went over everything that came out in 2017. But it was the second movie that I saw this past year. The first movie that I saw was Split. Yeah, it was Split.
God, was that this year?
That was 2017. Yeah, January. Yeah.
I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
All right.
You made a list and you forgot about it. Did you not go over all the movies you saw?
I did. I probably just didn't resonate.
Okay, gotcha. Anyways, so John Wick was the second movie that I saw, and it was just a fun time at the theater. You know, like I liked the first one a lot, and it was fucking good shit. And so that was my number 5. You know, that movie is primed for Keanu Reeves because he doesn't have to act that much in it. So
that's unfair.
It's not.
And I always bring it up because. Even if he doesn't have to say anything, it's still acting. Say he doesn't have to vocalize. If
that's what. Okay.
He's still acting.
Okay.
You still
right.
visually have to act.
He's acting.
The camera.
He doesn't have to use his voice. Okay, that much. Again, so it's primed for him because the way he delivers his lines is so bad. Sometimes.
I always bring it up, man. The Watcher is one of my favorite movies of his, and he's really good in that.
Which one is The Watcher?
He's the serial killer in The Watcher.
Oh, okay, never mind. What's the movie of? Fuck, you guys don't know. What movie was he in that was kind of like a supernatural sci-fi movie after The Matrix?
You don't know after?
Oh, Constantine.
Yeah.
Constantine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to turn into a big fucking franchise. I thought that
Constantine
too.
Constantine was fun.
Well, they tried doing a TV show.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
So that's my number 5.
Yeah. Cool. My number 4 is Baby Driver. So, I really like Baby Driver a lot. Probably more than most people when we reviewed it. And by more than most people, I would say Ryan. I feel like Ryan didn't really enjoy it that much. I mean, he enjoyed it, but I think he had more negatives than positives to say.
Oh, yeah, I remember us talking about it. Like, I think he liked the movie. That was the shit. That was the episode. When he was saying he was so amped about the summer movies.
Oh,
we all did this together. I remember Mike and him got in a conversation about Baby Driver, and then we all got in this debate because he was like, well, I think the character's like, well, that's what you wanted the character. Yeah, I remember that whole fucking thing.
That was a good episode.
Fuck Ryan. See you Tuesday. Not really. I probably won't, but I just know you're coming back Tuesday.
Bastard.
Yeah.
I'm a film student.
So yeah, Baby Driver was a lot of fun. I kind of struggled putting in this on here from recent events, but for the most part, like, it was a fun movie. The kid, I forgot the kid's name.
Gotcha.
What's the kid's name? I don't remember his name, but he did a really good job. Edgar Wright, fucking phenomenal director, as always. The way he incorporated the music with the chase scene was like beat for beat. There's actually a video about it. Like, the music went beat for beat.
That's cool.
On that first car chase, which is probably the
Ansel
best.
Elgort?
Ansel Elgort as Baby.
Next to Watchmen's opening, this is probably like on the same ranks of like best openings of a movie, in my opinion. So throwing down the gauntlet there.
I like what. Are you talking about the opening credits for Watchmen?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine for an opening credit sequence, but if you want to talk about movie opens, it's fucking Drive, dude. Drive.
Oh,
that movie is an open, man. Sorry.
That's another good one.
Again, we're not going to get off on a tangent.
Oh, man. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, those 3 actually are really good too.
We should do that. Bryce doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Best
movie opens. Best movie opens. Or favorite movie opens.
Favorite movie opens. No top list, just favorite movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? That was pretty good, so it's on the list.
All right. So, Baby Driver.
I still don't like it.
All right, that's fine. No, so.
But
yeah, Baby Driver is good. Everyone did a fantastic job. Jamie Foxx is fucking Jamie Foxx in the sense that he can act the shit out of a part. So
it's so funny to think how fucking versatile Jamie Foxx is, man.
You can switch.
Yeah, I remember just him being the guy from the Jamie Foxx show, and then also
go back to A Living Color.
Well, too, and then it's like, man, that dude can sing, that dude can do this. Oh wait, he could fucking act like the way that he does. Like,
and Any Given Sunday was what really opened my eyes to how good he was as like an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude's amazing.
So yeah, Baby Driver, number 4.
Cool.
Okay. You're up.
Yeah. So apparently 2018 is the year of the dog. But I'm going to fucking call bullshit because 2018 is the year of the Bryce. And after this show, I'm going to go buy a lotto ticket because my number 4 is Baby Driver. So if somebody didn't knock off sequels, we'd be 2 for 2 on 5 to 4. So there's not much to say. I don't have much to say about it. Like, I like Edgar Wright. I thought Baby Driver was a fun, original fucking
Honestly,
movie.
that would be higher on your list.
No.
That's funny.
I'm surprised.
Damn, you guys. My number 4 is also Baby Driver. I haven't seen it, but it's my number 4.
I mean, I'm not going to just rate something high because I like Edgar Wright. Like, it's a good fucking movie.
Well, I know you enjoyed it as well, too.
But I did. I enjoyed it a shit ton. But like I said, this is...
So think about his love for Edgar Wright and how much he enjoyed that movie. And it's number 4. So there's got to be some bangers coming.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm curious now, really, for your list.
So it's just one of those things where, like I said, a lot of times with these lists, like I said, I honestly make my list in like 2 seconds. Like, it's not... The thing that takes the longest is...
Searching,
and that doesn't even fucking take long.
You can make that process even more streamlined and faster if you just do what I do.
I know, but even that doesn't take long. And so then I do it, and then, like, I honestly, no joke, I did it yesterday. I did it yesterday, and then I think since I made the list, I took 2 dumps while I was on the toilet. I was like, nope. And just before I came here, I looked at it again. I'm like, okay, I'll eliminate those 2. There's my 5. Like, I put
way too much thought into this.
And since we've done this, I put no thought into it. And it's just not, it's not just because I don't really care, but I find it easier for me to do it that way. Like, I struggle to a point. But with movies especially, and to games also, but with games I feel like there's other things that I could talk about, like how the gameplay is or like how the controls are. But with movies, I just kind of go off of feel.
Right.
How much fun did I have at the theater? Maybe the movie fucking sucks. Maybe you hate a movie that I just had a hell of a good time at the theater. But that's going on my fucking list.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah.
That's happened for sure.
But that's going on my fucking list because that's just, that's just how I do it. So my number 4 is Baby Driver. So tell everyone your number 3, which is
number
probably
3. I don't think you saw number 3.
Okay. Well, you ruined
it, damn.
You ruined it, damn it.
My number 3 is Get Out.
Okay.
I saw Get Out.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Get Out. That one I played with 2 and 3.
Really? Okay.
But once I rewatched a certain movie, then I'm like, no, that's it. It's number 3.
Yeah.
So number 3 was Get Out. Everyone nees to go through this fucking movie. If you don't know what it's about, just go fucking in and go watch it. If
That's
you think
the
you
best
know what
way
it's
to go
about,
in, from what I
if
know.
you think you know what it's about, just go in and fucking watch it because this movie is probably like the year's best. I don't want to put it in a genre. It's a good fucking movie. I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, people try to pigeonhole it in genres, but everything I hear from people who've seen it, again, I haven't seen it. I'm Bryce the fuck up with movies this year. I haven't seen it. Everything I hear, it's like, it's like this, but it's not really. It's kind of this. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's one of these movies that is going to blur the lines of genres, and that actually helps movies or video games or music. That really helps raise your visibility when you can't classify something. Everybody thinks you need to put things in these fucking little boxes. And my favorite thing is like mashing all that shit together and go, you know what? And you just have to fucking experience it.
And going back to Edgar Wright really quick, Shaun of the Dead, because I just watched Shaun of the Dead yesterday. Just in comparison, you know how Shaun, everything like connects from the beginning to the end. Like you see him evolve like that, and like how everything, like kind of with this movie is kind of the same theme. As in, like, if you just start noticing little things about it, and especially after a rewatch, you're like, fuck, this movie is just so smart, you know? So, Get Out is definitely worth 3 watches easily.
Is that your number 3?
So, yeah.
Can you give me one of those, Rick, please?
Yeah, sure. So, Bryce, what is your number 3? Don't say it's Get Out.
Get Out. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. It's not my number 3.
Okay.
I did see Get Out. I
ruined it.
I did. I ruined it. But I did like Get Out. I think for me, hearing Get Out is for me. I can't fucking speak. Get Out is something that I think I didn't enjoy as much as I could have or should have, because it's one of those movies where I heard the hype too much and for too long that I watched it. And while I did like it, I think it's great. I don't think Rick is wrong. I don't think anybody's wrong. Mm-hmm. But I just heard
The hype got you.
I just heard so much. I'm like, oh, Get Out, you got to see Get Out, and like, it was good. Like it was good, and I liked it. It didn't make my list.
I think that hype was there
Well, that
because
hype was
it wasn't
for-
what people
on me, too.
expected when they went in.
Probably.
Yeah,
Because
you
it
know?
really wasn't.
Yeah.
And that hype was all over me too. Like people kept telling me, "Go watch it, go watch it." And I'm
Right.
like, "Fine, fuckers, I'll go watch it."
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah,
good.
to me, it lived up to the hype.
That's
cool.
good. I wouldn't say it didn't live up to the hype, but it
Bryce
also...
and I are special kinds of assholes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those movies that I don't think I was even that interested in to begin with. On top of it, so I think I probably only watched it because of the hype. And when I watched it, I'm like, yeah, it was good. It was fine.
You didn't
Alright,
regret watching
alright.
it.
No, that's not my number 3.
What is your number?
My number 3 is... I don't know. Well, I don't want to know if it's on your list or not. But my number 3 is Annabelle Creation.
Oh.
Because, you know, some
was
of my
a contender.
favorite...
That
Some
was
of
a
my
contender.
favorite... See, now I feel like you're spoiling your list for me right now because now you just said it's a contender.
Well, technically,
It's not on my list, though.
Technically,
That's
it's not.
why you're spoiling.
Technically, it's not a sequel, Rick.
Yeah.
Sure, technically.
Yeah.
Technically, it's
Shit,
not a
it's a
sequel.
prequel.
I didn't think about that. But I'm calling that a spoiler because there's a little part of me that's hoping maybe that was on your list. But I guess you probably did qualify that as a sequel. But for me, like I said, I don't care. You know, I'm not looking at this from an artistic approach or a filmmaking
It's an
approach.
enjoyment. It's about your experience.
I had fun seeing that movie, and I think that movie is fucking good. Like, there's
It
nothing
is.
wrong with the filmmaking of that movie. But that's my number 3, and we've talked a shit ton on the show about. And it's crazy, like the universe that they're creating. I am so excited. I think it's this
Oh, me
year
too.
for The Nun, which I think that comes out this year. Like I can't. It's amazing, like what they've created, and I get really excited for all the stuff that comes out. I still want to watch the first Annabelle, or I guess the
What's the first time?
no again.
Oh, again.
I want to watch it
Right,
again
right.
after seeing the
This
prequel, and I haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's just that was a good time in the movie theater, and it was
Nice.
highly anticipated by both you and I. So that's my number 3.
And the director is good. Really good director.
Who's the director?
Guy
The
who
director
Lights Out.
Lights Out. I'm blanking on his name, but that's okay.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. Oh my god, you gotta follow
Actually,
him on
it's not
Instagram.
okay. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's not okay. You should look it up. The dude on Instagram is fucking hilarious. He's doing what? DC's Captain Marvel or
Really?
Shazam.
Shazam? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
David Sandberg.
Yeah,
David Sandberg. And he's doing Shazam.
Shazam. Yeah, okay. Yeah, his Instagram stories are fucking funny. He's basically robot chicken type of
Like
Instagram,
claymation.
but he's using toys of Shazam,
Oh.
and like Superman appears, and then like
Okay.
a Ninja Turtle appears. It's funny. You
I'll
gotta
have to
follow
check
him on
that out.
Instagram.
He kind of
Yeah,
sort of loosely looks like he could be related to Robert Kirkman.
he does.
Yeah.
So that dude's good.
That's my 3 is Annabelle Creation.
All right.
All right. So number 2
Yep.
is The Big Sick.
Oh, I thought that was going to be number 1.
I actually
thought
thought that
too.
was going to be your number 1 also.
Yeah.
I thought so,
Wow.
too.
So now I have no idea. I think I know what his number 1 is.
But I've rewatched all of my top 10 movies to kind of like make sure this is what I feel
Yeah.
comfortable with. And after doing that, that's my number 2. The Big Sick. I had no idea what the fuck I was getting into when I watched that movie. Again, which was really nice. I thought it was gonna be like some kind of like buddy like bro movie, romantic comedy. Because like sick, like that's like the new word. I think I don't know. I'm always like, oh, that's sick. But so I thought The Big Sick was something like that.
Oh.
Did you see the trailers?
No.
Oh.
He didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Because the trailers definitely don't make it seem like it's going to do that.
Yeah. So going into it, I was like, holy fuck, this movie's so good.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime if you haven't watched it or if you didn't know. It was produced by Amazon, and Judd Apatow, I believe, too, is part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
No,
it definitely is.
I'm pretty sure he definitely is. And it's just good. It's about a comedian, ends up, falling for someone who heckled him, on the stage, and like I just don't want to talk too much about it because if you don't know anything about it, just go ahead and
It's better to
watch
go
it.
in that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just better to go in that way.
Cool.
And it's a lot of fun. It was written by both Kumal. Can't remember how to say it.
Nanjiani, yeah.
I think is.
Well,
how to
don't
say
make
it.
him Italian, but
Nanjiani.
it's just I think it's Kumail or Kumal Nanjiani.
Nanjiani. Okay, and his wife.
Maybe it is Nanjiani, but that sounds so Italian.
That sounds Italian. Yeah, I'm
That's
Italian.
funny. Okay.
But yeah, highly recommend to see it. So that's my number 2.
Okay.
And you?
My number 2, I think, is the movie that wouldn't even be top 10 for Mike, and so my number 2 is It, which I know isn't on your list.
No, not at all. I didn't even see it.
So, It was some of the most fun that I had.
It's fine. It's fine.
That was some of the most fun that I had at the theater.
I want to make a poster with my quotes. It's fine.
Yeah. So I was anticipating it. For me, it lived up to the anticipation. I still think it's a movie that Rick would really, really like.
I don't know when, but maybe.
What's that?
So I don't know when, but maybe I'll watch it.
Yeah, I think it's a movie Rick would really like, and like, that's my number 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about it. I enjoyed it. I'm
Go to the
looking forward to
review.
the sequel. Yeah, just go to the review. That's my number 2.
It's fine.
It's fine. That's going to be one of the next installments. It's fine. It's fine now. It's gone.
Fine.
He's gone. It's fine.
All right.
You guys got it.
That's a t-shirt. Yeah.
Real quick before we move on, did you watch the Thug Notes about the book It?
No.
You need to watch
I remember
it.
you were
did
talking
you
about
did you
that.
start watching any of that at all yet?
I forgot about
Okay.
it. I need to.
I'll send you the link. It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. It's funny.
So we're down to number 1. My number 1 movie of 2017, probably predictable, or not? Because
I
you
don't
guys
think
thought-
it's predictable.
I thought it was gonna be The Big Sick.
Although if it's going to be what I think you're going to say,
It
I'm
is.
going to be kind of mad because I didn't think that's what you would say.
Logan.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I just saw Logan. I did see a movie from 2017. Okay.
Logan is the X-Men movie we all
Fucking
wanted.
good.
You want to know what I thought you were going to say?
What?
And I was going to slap you? I thought you were going to say Lady Bird. I'm like, you bitch so much after seeing Lady
Oh,
Bird.
no.
I was going to be like, oh, I hope you didn't.
That
Okay.
almost didn't even make my top 10.
Good.
But it ended up making
Well,
my
not
top
good.
10.
I didn't fucking see it, but it's just like,
No, but it's good. I liked it. I talked
Yeah.
about it. Go card.
Logan is good. Man,
Logan.
it's
So you saw Logan too, right?
No.
You
Didn't
didn't
see
see Logan?
Logan.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, well,
I mean, that's
you're not a
like, I'm
comic
not,
book guy, so-
well, I mean, that's
but
just,
I was just gonna say,
But
of
I
all,
think
of
it
all
be-
the
it
comic book
evolves
movies to
beyond
watch,
comic books.
like
yeah.
yeah.
this is the one, man.
That's just a world I just haven't been in. Like,
Yeah.
Wolverine, that's
X-Men.
an X-Men. That's one of
That's
those
an
fucking,
X-Men,
that's a
right?
Y-Man, dude. Like, what?
But Hugh Jackman is so dreamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan.
I mean, he's really short, but come on.
Logan was fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
If this movie does not get nominated in any form, like
It's not. It's not.
I don't see how it doesn't.
It's not.
In any like even in fucking visual effects or
Oh God, that scene where
just say it.
Xavier's flipping out and he's going through the hotel and fucking clawing his way up.
Yeah,
To the...
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh.
That scene was fucking great, and then like the way him getting into the and like
Yeah.
shink, shink,
So
everyone.
it's like the Quicksilver stuff from X-Men
Future
2
Past.
Days of Future Past, but with zero fucking comedy whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And instead of doing funny things, it's like
It's like going like this, go shink.
yeah, like through this. Oh God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Did you not see it in theaters?
Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. For some reason, I don't know.
That's
I got.
theaters.
I just got the impression when you said it as if it was like a late to the party entry.
Oh
but-
no,
Gotcha.
no. Yeah, watching it again.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, this movie's just so good. It's just everything any X-Men comic book lover would love to see.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart not coming back as their characters. 'Cause
That
this
was-
is a
that's
fucking
it.
send-off to top all send-offs of any movie.
Fucking. How about Patrick Stewart getting to do some comedy? Like, man.
For comic books, I should say. I don't want to be, so.
Yeah, it's good.
You're already backpedaling.
Well, no, I mean, I
You
wouldn't
made
be
a
hyperbolic.
definitive statement.
Okay, fine,
yeah, I
definitive
do.
statement.
No, I don't like. I hate hyperbole. So
Yeah.
I'm happy you did that.
But yeah, it was really cool
But
to see.
honestly, it's a really good send-off.
Yeah, and like I said, just the way that they tackle comedy in that movie, it's very dry, but it's cool to see. Like, I forget how good of an actor Patrick Stewart actually really is because he's only known for a couple of things now. Like, he's known for fucking
X-Men and
Star
Star
Trek and on X-Men. And like, but no, the dude is a good actor, and he gets to kind of flex that muscle in Logan that he hasn't gotten to flex in an X-Men movie.
Yeah, you see a different side of Professor Xavier
Yeah.
you would not see in a normal X-Men movie.
That fucking hotel sequence, dude. God.
That hotel
damn.
sequence was
God
good.
damn.
And it's oh god, the end is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I can watch that movie like on its own.
Yeah.
You can,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
totally.
dude. Yeah, completely.
Totally.
It has
standalone.
nothing to do with the other X-Men movies.
I mean, there's reference, like
But
reference to it. If you know those movies exist, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't know, like there was an
And
extra
it's set
movie.
like way in the future, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 2039 or something like that, or 2029. And
Yet they're driving 2012 Ford pickups. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
They just came from the classic car auction, you know.
Oh man, and the little girl who plays
So
X-23,
So good.
she's, my gosh, it's so good. She doesn't say a thing pretty much for the entire fucking movie, but the way she delivers her looks and like the way like her facial expressions is just so. Oh, it's so good.
I think I do remember hearing that. People were in love with her performance.
And I really hope
it's not even just her. I got to give major props to the director and the director of photography for that and the editor because they know when to cut to those looks and when they know the timing they're looking for.
Yeah, they did a really good
job. Her
placing
performance
those cameras.
and their technical ability made it fucking amazing.
God, I'm so glad you saw it. You didn't fucking tell me.
I saw.
But I'm glad we talked about it here.
Well, I forgot because I forgot it was a 2017 movie. I saw it like 3 weeks ago.
April, I believe.
Yeah, it's on cable all over the place right now.
May,
so look it up, dude.
Will you do me a favor when you're editing this show, and I'm talking about it or whatever?
Yeah.
Mike just said it fucking amazing. Can you like splice that in there? After I say it. My number 2 movie is it, and Mike, it fucking amazing. Let's do that for me, please. You don't have to, but I just heard it.
So yeah, that's my number 1 movie.
Nice.
Okay.
And you should go watch it.
Yeah, you should, dude. I think you'd really
I'll
like
check it out.
What's your number 1, Bryce?
Isn't that on Netflix? I feel like that's streaming somewhere.
It's on Vudu.
Like I said, it's been on cable
on
heavy
Vudu.
rotation lately.
Could have
Oh, it's on HBO.
Yeah.
That's where I saw
on
it.
HBO.
Because I was going to say, if not Netflix, I saw it on something.
HBO.
All right. So my number 1, I'm fucking pissed at you, Rick, because you actually did ruin us from having the movie of the year, because my number 1 is The Big Sick.
Well, no, you didn't ruin it because if we do our point system,
yeah, that's
it's your number 1 and his number 2.
I know, but we could have actually had dual number 1s.
Yeah.
So that's fucking
We've done
obnoxious.
that so many times.
Yeah, I'm so mad that was your number 2.
That's
I
why I
actually
was so
thought-
angry when he said it was number 2.
I'm so surprised. I didn't even think that'd make your top 5.
I told you I liked it when
I know you
watched
liked it, but
And honestly, like I said, it was just based off like that kind of. I don't want to say that movie surprised me. Maybe it did to an extent. I did see trailers for it, just TV trailers. I think I thought it was gonna be like depressing, and like it's
Press Fest.
yeah, and so I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. Like I mean, like it's sad in parts, but it's like I thought
funny and real.
yeah, I just thought I'm like, oh fuck, like, but it's not like the movie's kind of funny all the way through, like even when it's sad. And I just really like when I was looking at the stuff that I watched, and I'm just like, like, yeah, I like it and I like Annabelle Creation, but like those aren't going to be my number 1s. Like John Wick, Baby Driver, like those are all fun. Like they were fun experiences. I had fun seeing those movies, but like I thought The Big Sick was a really good, well-rounded movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't see it in theaters. I just happened to watch that one random night at home because it was streaming on HBO or it was streaming on something, and I decided to fucking watch it. Yeah, maybe it was Amazon. And we watched it, and yeah, like that's just a good. That's an entertaining movie all the way through, and it's really fucking good. And that's my number 1.
It was hard.
I wish it was your number 1 too.
It was so hard, dude, because both those movies are like up there. Like I almost wanted to say tie,
You know how?
but I'm like, nope, it has to be one too.
You know how
gotta
similar
make it
our
work.
fucking lists are, dude?
That's
Like,
hilarious.
if not, like, if you maybe even you had seen it, which I knew it wouldn't be on your list, but our lists are so fucking
You
similar.
guys have 3 movies that are almost in the same spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be This Big Sick.
Okay. Yeah, Big Sick is the Some Shit We Like movie of the year.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. It works.
So it works. Yeah, we did have it, but man, it's all right.
I'll speak for Mike. If you watched it, you'd probably put it on your top 3.
I bet I would. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I know Greg Miller gushed about it on
It's really good.
Games Daily
Yeah.
or Gamescast. One of the 2 or 3 things I still listen to.
Watch. You're gonna go watch it like sometime this week. Next week we come back and like The Big Sick.
All right, so real quick,
No, it'll be like the big suck.
I want to give a quick shout out to a movie I saw a bunch of times this year that didn't come out this year because it's been on cable. It came out last year. But holy shit, is Bad Moms a good movie? Holy shit.
I saw it.
God
It's
damn,
good.
that's a good ass
I
movie.
watched that on a plane.
So I just want to
It's
say
not bad.
my 2017's 2016 movie of the year is Bad Moms.
Was that on my list for that year?
I don't think so.
I
I think
don't.
it made your top 10. Yeah.
So honorable mentions.
Yeah.
You got an honorable mention?
You go. Let me look and see here.
Because also, if you want, I can just run really quick through my top 10. But
See,
anyways,
I like.
honorable mention is okay.
I was just gonna say I didn't order anything else,
Okay.
but I can maybe. That's why I want you to go first.
Okay, well, my honorable mention, I'll say that first, is okay. This is where I'd vox you, Mike, about like does this count? Because technically it had a very very limited release in
Yeah.
the end
Oh
of
no, it counts. It counts.
2016, and then it had its full wide release in January.
I did that with I think I mentioned this with The Artist. It had a December run.
Oh, that's right. The
Because they
Artist,
wanted
yeah.
it for the Oscars,
Oscars,
but
yeah.
its wide release was February around my birthday.
I'm
the
pretty sure
following
that's
year.
why they did that too.
Yeah.
And I think it did get nominated. And anyways, the movie is 20th Century Women.
Okay.
That was on Ryan's list.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he counted that for the 2016, I think it was.
Oh, because he saw it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it. Well, I saw it with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude.
in
No, that's
Jersey.
that totally counts.
But it's definitely an honorable mention. It's something that every guy needs to see.
Okay.
Just like what Ryan said himself too. We talked about it. Actually, we talked about it on this podcast. But yeah, you have to go. Yeah, it's streaming right now, actually on Amazon Prime, and it's just a good, solid movie. It's just so good. It's by the same writer director of Beginnings
Okay.
or Beginners. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name. Fuck. But yeah, he did a really wonderful job on this, and yeah, you just gotta go watch it. It's good. It takes place, I believe, during the 70s, late 70s.
Oh, nice. I love that time period in movies.
And it has like a lot of during like the punk era, so it's a good watch.
Okay.
The music in it is good. Soundtrack of the movie is very good. I believe it's Ella Fanning is in it, and Greta Gerwig, and Annette Bening. So fact checker.
I think her name's Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning?
Yeah.
I thought it was Ella.
That's
no.
cool. Any other honorable mentions? Do you want to just kind of
But
give
that's
your...
pretty much my honorable mention.
Oh, okay. Cool.
For that, but
That's your only honorable mention?
yeah.
Oh wow.
The rest is on my top 6 or 10.
Oh, are you gonna rattle that off?
But you go to your honorable.
Well, I mean, that's like. I feel like I just maybe want to highlight other movies that I
Okay, just
enjoy.
highlight.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, yeah. You don't
Um,
have to give an order or anything.
So, and then I'm gonna also talk maybe not a
Talk
little
dirty to me?
shit, but a little bit about some of you. You want me to? Okay. As an M. Night Shyamalan fan, you should see Split.
I know. I fucking know. I know.
Split is really good. I don't know what that. We'll all find out. But Split was a really good movie.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that a lot. As someone who really has never seen it from start to finish, the beginning, I actually really enjoyed Blade Runner 2049 in theaters.
Okay.
I thought it was really good.
Adam Savage on Tested.com did a one-day build of Decker's binoculars from 2049.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's really
it's an
cool.
awesome fucking video.
That's
You
cool.
should watch it.
The movie's good. Like I think the movie made me want to watch the first one.
Okay.
I think it's good. I think it should be watched.
First movie is
Good for now.
okay.
What?
I think
What's good for now?
the first one.
Alright.
Anyways, I enjoyed Blade Runner 2049. Let me see what else I got on here. I thought Thor was really fun. Wasn't gonna make my list, but I thought Thor Ragnarok was really fun. I don't know. Like again, I didn't do it up to 10.
Mhm.
Maybe it would make that. I don't know.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah, it probably would.
I think
You know what I don't think would, and I think I enjoyed it at the time, but I'm just gonna say this: Guardians of the Galaxy 2 would not have made my top 10.
oh, not at all.
I did not think that movie.
Far the mighty have fallen.
That movie. Well, that movie just didn't really, to me, didn't need to be made. It just really felt like more of the same. Let's see. I enjoyed Beauty and the Beast when I saw it. I watched that on a plane. Thought that was good. Huh?
I didn't know that was this year.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
this
this
year. I tried. I really tried. I didn't buy her as Belle.
Okay. I liked it. I thought it was good. Let's see, what else do I want to highlight on here? Okay, I'm going to highlight this one because you know what? Fuck it. I like Will Smith. I watched Bright. I liked Bright. I had fun.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think I don't care that like the general consensus of that seems to be that audiences like it and critics don't like it. But like
Also,
look,
fuck critics though.
fuck critics. Can't talk. Anyways, That movie was good.
So-
I enjoyed Bright. I watched it. I think 2 days after it was up on Netflix. And
Friend of the
had fun.
show, Scott Lost, recently watched it,
Mm-hmm.
and he posted on Facebook. He's like, "Oh, I just started watching Bright. This is rough." And then he updated and he goes, "Oh wow, this movie came around in a big bad way. It's really good."
Yeah,
Like,
it's just a fun movie.
I heard
I
it
don't-
was all world building to the next, which is not bad.
What? So what? Oh, fucking God forbid somebody tells a goddamn story instead of
Yeah.
just action all over the place.
Yeah.
You
I haven't
know?
watched it, but that's what
I don't
I've
think
heard.
it's totally that. I mean,
It's
like
not totally world building,
Yeah,
but
like-
it like jumps on
you-
like topics or
Yeah, it
issues.
starts slow from what people
Yeah.
are saying, but again, like you have to establish. You can't. I won't even get into it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
haven't watched it, but
Yeah.
It wasn't,
exactly.
dude. It wasn't. It's a fucking entertaining way to spend a night on Netflix, man. Like, I mean, it's a little long, but I didn't think it was too long. And it's just like I always can find enjoyment out of a Will Smith movie.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that movie deserves more credit.
Cool.
It's getting a sequel.
Yeah, that's true. Just
without what's his face though, because what's his face?
Max
wrote it.
Landis.
Max Landis. Yeah, I
They
don't.
kicked him out.
Yeah, I don't
They
know
did?
what the deal is with that. I didn't.
What?
Read
It
the
doesn't make
story.
any fucking sense because he fucking wrote the first one.
I didn't. Was there a story behind that, or just that he's
I
not
haven't read
a part
into
of
it. It just got announced I think today or
Yeah.
yesterday.
So I kind of think it's cool
they
because
probably didn't want to make a sequel, and they were like, "Fuck you, we own this IP. Get out of here."
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I think it did really good numbers for them on Netflix.
I
and-
heard it did.
Yeah.
and I'm glad that they're ignoring the critics and listening to audiences because
Yeah.
it must be getting. Cause
Yeah.
it's a fun way to watch a movie. A movie that I just watched a couple days ago. This is one that I'm gonna be like kind of joining the crowd a little bit. I don't know what the fuck I watched in watching Mother.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it.
We all watch that trailer on this show and I think like, oh wow, like Michelle
I wanted
Pfeiffer,
to
like
see it.
that looks really good. Like that trailer to me is so misleading.
Which one is? Oh,
Mother with
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
It to me that trailer is so misleading. Like I don't want a trailer to give stuff away, but I really feel like that trailer kind of dupes the audience into thinking it's one thing and then it's not. The problem I have with the movie, without giving too much away, is I feel like that movie was fucking weird for the sake of being fucking weird. Like it was just like, I'm okay with weird. Like I like weird.
Yeah.
But I want my weird to kind of make sense, if that makes sense at all. And this just felt like, oh man, all of a sudden enchiladas are gonna come out of her nipples or something. That doesn't happen, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's like the weirdest shit. And I'm
Okay.
just like, I honestly like it's one of those movies where when I was done with it, I'm like,
Would
man,
that really be such a bad thing?
no, absolutely not. Can you imagine? You're getting some sexual pleasure and getting your stomach fed at the same time. But that's weird,
Yeah,
right?
that's
It
weird.
wouldn't be a bad thing, but see, that's fucking
It's a good weird.
good weird. This movie, I was just kind of left, like, I literally watched this 2 nights ago, and I was just left with, like, what the fuck did I just do with my time? What did I just watch? Like, Darren Aronofsky, like, is behind this movie. I'm just like, man, is that guy so far up his own ass?
Yes, he fucking is.
Like,
yeah,
and, he,
he is.
and he has
Fuck.
been since Requiem for a Dream,
Yeah.
and people refuse to acknowledge that. He's been up his own ass since day one.
I mean, I appreciate what he did with The Wrestler. Like, I enjoyed The Wrestler, even though that movie depresses Mike and I. Like, that's a good movie. This movie, it just honestly feels like, hey, like, I'm going to be artsy and fucking weird for the sake of doing it. And I'm just like, fuck. So I'm kind of regurgitating what I know a lot of people said about Mother, although I didn't hear it. I just know that everyone's
Yeah.
like, this movie is... What
Weird.
the fuck is this movie? What I heard, what I did hear about the movie, I thought it was going to be like a Village situation. Where it's like, you know, you watch The Village and then all of a sudden you find out, oh, there really is a world, outside the Village. I thought it was going to be like, people didn't like a twist or something.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck those people. I'll watch
Also,
this
by the
movie.
way, The Village, good fucking movie.
Yeah,
Fuck
The
off,
Village is a good
everybody.
movie. But see, when people were bitching about it, that's what I thought Mother was going to be. That it was
Yeah.
going to be something like that. I'm like, no, Mother's just fucking
Weird.
I just don't
Weird.
fucking know. So that's all I got to say. I'm
All
done.
right.
Let's hear round out your list.
Okay, to round out my list, going from 10 to 6. Believe it or not, The Last Jedi, number 10.
Okay. Sequel.
I was going to ask you where that landed.
That is a sequel, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to take that one off.
Well, you could qualify that sequels weren't going to make your top 5.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
I don't know what would replace it, but I'm going to go on. Well, I guess, this is a prequel. Number 9, Annabelle Creations.
Okay.
So there, you're sticking to it.
Number 8, Lady Bird.
Uh-huh.
Number 7, California Typewriter, a fucking documentary.
Oh, yeah. You were
I was
fucking
fucking
hyped
on
about
this
that.
shit.
Yeah.
And that slowly got pushed down because it was up there.
Yeah,
it was
I know.
actually
You were
up there.
talking real fucking big about that
I'm
one.
just picturing Rick like, if that movie guy, I bought a typewriter and watching and typing.
Oh,
like,
God, I would buy a typewriter. But yeah, California Typewriter, go fucking watch it. I think
God.
it's streaming actually.
Now I want to create the Murder She Wrote opening with Rick. So bad. Fuck.
No, I want to do the
Yeah.
Yes.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Tom Hanks, John Mayer.
yeah.
Then number 6, I, Tonya.
Okay. I was wondering if that was
Yeah.
gonna make your list because you seemed to really like that last week.
Yeah, the tie between that and Atomic Blonde, but I really like Atomic Blonde
Cool.
more. But I, Tonya is fucking good.
I need to see it.
So you stuck with your You stuck with your sequel rule with John Wick. You didn't even have John Wick make your top 10.
No, I took that out because it was
Yeah.
the sequel.
I know, but you
you put
included
The Last
Annabelle
Jedi.
Creation and you put The Last Jedi.
Yeah, but that's technically a prequel, but The Last Jedi, I'd give you that.
Yeah. So what if you were gonna stick to your sequels thing? What's number 11 that would have been number 10
Because I'm
if
gonna
you swapped out Last Jedi?
Right, because I'm going to call you out. I don't buy that John Wick 2 doesn't make your top 10 movies of 2017.
Well, when like I told you, I had it at number, what was it,
4.
4?
Four.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm seeing, but that's a cool rule, but I just feel like that's like no movies with Tom Hanks are going to make my top 5, even though that was the best fucking movie I saw this year. So I can appreciate what you did.
I like the twist he threw in. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but at the same time, it's like, so we talk about this stuff all the time when we do these lists. The thing I really enjoy about these lists is yelling at myself inside my own head about, oh, you know what? Fucking Saints Row the Third is the best game you played this year, and then the rest, my brain going, but you put 100 hours into something else. It's like, I don't fucking care. Like, I love having those conversations with myself, and that's what I like doing. And you are not a fan of doing these lists, so you go from the heart, boom, 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 and that's it.
Yeah.
And Rick likes to, like I've noticed this, Rick likes to challenge himself to make a list that not necessarily you wouldn't expect, but maybe that makes it harder for him to make the list.
Yeah.
So, like, we each have different ways of approaching it. So, I kind of dig that.
And then Ryan O'Leary, who's on the show occasionally, likes to make the most pretentious list that exists.
No, second most pretentious list that exists. Dan Herman makes the most pretentious list that exists.
There you go.
Fuck you, Dan Herman.